So much went on in those days. For us, it really was all about the patient, okay? And this was a new tool in our toolbox to manage these patients whom we were already being entrusted with.
Dr. Marvin Konstam was there as doctors performed the first heart transplant at Tufts Medical Center. The day was October 30th, 1985. It was the result of focused preparation. The surgeons had traveled to Stanford to train with the leading heart transplant center in the country.
We had to learn how to manage these patients. For us as cardiologists, this was a completely different world.
Konstam, now the physician executive of the Cardiovascular Center at Tufts, says they had to learn more than surgical technique.
For the first time, I think in all of our careers, our treatment was a precious resource. The way to do it is simply to say, we need to find patients who stand the most to benefit.
In the last 3 decades, surgical techniques have evolved and procedures have been refined. But the core of the transplant experience remains the same, giving a future to desperately ill patients.
They're selling it, Jordan, so now it's like, what do you do now?
Hope is something Ty Hart and David Divers know a bit about. Just a few months ago, the Brockton men were strangers and both very sick.
It was just something I lived with.
Ty was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy at 13 years old, a condition that runs in his family. It's a disease of the heart muscle that makes it harder for blood to pump to the rest of the body. While it didn't impact his childhood too much, at 21, symptoms came on suddenly.
I was hard of breathing, my chest was starting to hurt, waking up in the middle of the night, not getting enough sleep.
It became clear that medications and a heart pump would not be enough. He would need a heart transplant. And earlier this year, he was admitted to Tufts, to the floor known as Pratt 8, to wait for that call.
And my nurse came in and was like, oh, hi, I'll be your nurse today. She's like, yo, there's another gentleman across the hall that's not too much younger than you. And I was like, that's surprising, because the last couple of visits, I happened to be the youngest person on the floor.
David Divers was also waiting for a call. At just 19 years old, his heart was also failing.
They said that, yeah, you need a heart transplant. And I was like, a heart transplant? I don't want that. I had this heart since I was born.
Instead of selfies with friends, he was posting hospital pictures to Snapchat, having a heart pump put in and hoping for the best. In the meantime, meeting the other young man fighting for his life down the hall.
We were talking about how stupid the fluid restriction was, and then we started to get along. Like, he was a cool person. He's a cool dude.
I wasn't expecting to find anybody that was like me, especially that went to my high school.
It was a bit of an unusual coincidence, yes.
Dr. Amanda Vest is medical director of the transplant program at Tufts Medical Center. She and her colleague, Dr. Greg Cooper, surgical director of the Advanced Heart Failure Program, worked on Ty and David's cases.
Looking at our statistics overall, only 5% of patients fall into the age range where Ty and David were transplanted.
What happened next, even rarer still. On the same night, David and Ty get the call they've been waiting for. Donor hearts available for both of them.
So I really believing it, and she just kind of stared at my face and kept saying, I'm not lying to you, this is real. And then when she came back in with a doctor and they told me that David had got his heart too, it was kind of really unbelievable in the aspect of 2 hearts happen to come in that happen to be exact matches for me and him.
It's incredible.
They were transplanted back to back, the surgeries led by Dr. Cooper.
Because they had not had prior heart surgery, these operations are several hours quicker, maybe 4 or 5 hours quicker than average. You look at somebody like these 2 guys and hope that they're the kind of people that get hearts that last 20 or 30 years.
Today, Ty and David are recovering, both several months out from transplants. Their prognosis is good, and they say they have a bond that will not be broken.
The universe is saying something. We're destined to be good friends. So be it. We are good friends.
I mean, that is just incredible. And so many coincidences with that story. How are they doing now?
Okay, so they're both doing really well, which is the good news. Still have their follow-ups. There's one more coincidence I have to tell you about, though. So Dr. Cooper, who you saw there, performed the transplants for both of the men. He actually performed a heart transplant for Ty's father. about 15 years ago. He also has cardiomyopathy. It can run in families. So when Ty showed up, just imagine Dr. Cooper's surprise as someone that he saw as a child at his father's visits is now here needing the same help at 21.
That all that came together is just incredible. 5 years on the transplant list, and time was running out.